My name is Bob Hartline. I am the president and CEO of Xymox Technologies in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. At Xymox, we're a manufacturer of printed electronics. We like to say we enable the power of touch. We hired Bob Prozin to help us through a difficult period we were having with our sales. It seemed like everything that we were doing just was not obtaining the results that we wanted to get, and our sales were flat, and we needed to make a change. The things that had worked in the past were no longer working. A lot of our competitors were buying products out of China and just selling them at a small markup. We needed to put together the sales story and the processes to find new customers that we just did not have the tools for. Bob Prozin did provide all of the tools and the processes that we needed and changed the progression of our company around pretty dramatically. He could drill down to the root of any problem, no matter what the discipline was within Xymox. He would always ask the questions in the right way to get to the root of the problem, and then from that determine what's the right process to move forward and fix that. It was very beneficial to me as a leader because it gave me some new tools in my toolbox to help ask better questions when we're trying to figure out why something isn't working. He's very cool about how he addresses issues. Sometimes as a leader that's hard to do when you're in the throes of the battle. Bob was able to model and demonstrate how you can actually get through those trying, difficult discussions and get to actually what the root of the problem was in the process and then fix the process. He was very good at that. When sales are flat, life is difficult because you're always fighting and scraping and trying to make things work. And when sales are good, life becomes a lot better. Specifically for us, we really needed a process for sales, and he nailed that. And when that started working for us, we expanded all of the things that we needed to do in a logical order across the rest of the company. Not only has there been a return on investment for our shareholders, but personally for me, it's made my job a lot easier. I have a chance to think through the things that we want to do. And also, by utilizing the monthly operational review process, everyone in the factory knows what's happening at all times. The metrics that we look at every month gave us a roadmap for how do we predict what's going to happen in the future, which is very difficult for us because we are a custom job shop. We don't make anything here until a customer places an order, so it's very fast-paced. The information and the tools that we've developed help us to continue to make Xymox a more profitable and growing company every year. A lot of consultants we've dealt with in the past have been very short-term, where they come in, work on a specific problem. Bob's approach has been a complete company approach. How do we make the whole company heal and grow versus picking on one particular area? A lot of the things that we looked at requires people to change how they do things. So it makes it difficult at first, but I think people really saw the results and what was happening, so it made it a lot easier to change, and it's made it really easy to keep it moving forward. If you're stuck and you can't get through the way to find a new way to do things, Bob Prozin would be an excellent leader to help you navigate through a difficult change. He could go into virtually any kind of a company, address any kind of a situation. He has a way of working through a situation that it doesn't matter how much he knows about the business. He knew very little about Xymox when he started here, But boy, it didn't take him long to dig into what the real key problems were. Once he helps lift you up out of that concern that you're having, life becomes a lot easier because you can think clearer. He will give you tools that help you prioritize the work that needs to be done and think in a logical progression and work through a process to make things better. The results are in the numbers. And the numbers over the past 3 years since we started using Bob Prosen is we've grown at a compound rate of 9% annually. We've had some big wins along the way. We've grown our profitability along with our sales. We've implemented into Xymox ways in which we can keep track of all of the major metrics that we need to do in a very logical order. And Bob has been instrumental in providing all of that assistance to us. Would work with Bob again in the future, and would definitely recommend that any other leader that just wants to get out of the rut that they're in, Bob Prosen is the perfect fit for that. Thanks, Bob.